Hey there, today I'm joined by Will from House Party Protocol for a very special battle report because we had little to no input over the rosters that we are playing today. My name is Nate, and welcome to the Gamers Guild. In case you didn't know yet, the Gamers Guild now has a podcast. Like, it's actually out, and I'm not just talking about it there being one, which is great. And for the first two episodes, I was lucky enough to be joined by Will Pagani and Will Shick from Atomic Mass Games. And they talked about their roster building process and then built two separate rosters. So if you want to know more about the rosters being played today and the two very different ways that they came together, check out the link down in the description to the Guild's podcast. I am bringing the Midnight Suns roster that Pagani put together, while Will be playing Will Shick's team of Criminal Syndicate and Spider Foes. Will won priority and went with his pile of secures. I ended up drawing Cosmic Cubes to his Spider Portals, and I chose 18 Threat because it gave me a few more options in what I could bring. I ended up with Blade, Moon Knight, Rocket Raccoon, Venom, and a freshly painted Ghost Rider. And with that, I'm going to send us over to Will to talk about his team.
What's up, everyone? I'm Will from House Party Protocol, and here with Nate. Very excited to play this match. This is a list that was hand-designed by Will Shick, one of the Will Migos. If you're not familiar with that reference, check it out. We're playing Spider Foes, and we're up to some nefarious deeds. We've got Green Goblin leading the way, Dr. Octopus out here having some fun, trying to just, stir things up with his arm lasers. I'm hoping to get some arm lasers into Venom, honestly. We'll see what happens. Mysterio, tricks, and traps. Need I say more? Kraven, he's going to hunt down somebody. Probably a raccoon. I'm just saying. He needs that head on his mantelpiece. Then we have Bullseye doing Bullseye things because who doesn't love what Bullseye does now, honestly? And then there's Hood, Parker Robbins. Hopefully we get him to be possessed at some point. Fingers crossed. I'm excited. And tactics cards wise, we've got Disarm, well-laid plans because we're playing cubes. Well-laid plans. It just makes sense. But I tend to not roll that very well. So let's see what happens. And then we've got Med Pack, marked for death because Moon Knight definitely needs to die. And last but not least, Blind Obsession because somebody is going to be obsessed with someone in this game. I can't wait. I'm excited. Let's roll some dice.
Will has thrown together quite the team, going a bit wider than me, and I think that's to my advantage because I want to have priority to have a good Alpha Strike available to deal out some damage. But I have never played with Ghost Rider before, so this could be very interesting because I also think he's the linchpin of my team for this mission since he has that high energy defense and should hopefully be able to make the rounds to the different objectives pretty easily to rack up some points. Also, how can I not bring Ghost Rider when he's freshly painted? Anyways, looking at the board, we have two size 4 pieces of terrain with the statue and sandwich shop. Taco trucks and shopping kiosks are all size 3, while the dumpsters and cars will be size 2, and the lampposts and shrubbery will be rounding out our size 1 terrain. And with that, we will show you deployment and get into the game. Alright, and here we are with deployment. I've got Moon Knight over here on the right side, with Ghost Rider and Rocket in the middle, with Blade and Venom teamed up to take on a very lonely-looking Mysterio all of a sudden.
He's sad.
But here in the center, you've got backup Green Goblin, Bullseye, and Hood. And then facing off against my lonely Moon Knight is Kraven and Doc Ock. So we will come back with turn 1.
So, first turn, seems a little risky, but I'm talking myself into it. Take the Goblin, send him over here to go and get our cube fragment. And Captain America loaned us these tools for movement. Thanks, Steve.
Really, it was just when Norman was director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's right, he broke in.
Stole them.
Yes, this is really what happened. So we're going to move there, spend our 1 power, pick up our cube fragment. Hopefully, we get some fun stuff out of it.
Absolutely. And Green Goblin's size 3, right?
He is size... He can be seen. He's size he can be seen.
That's all.
Thanks for letting me walk into that one, Nate.
Alright, looking at my lineup, I've got a lot of options. Rocket will easily be able to take a pot shot at Green Goblin. It's not an immediate need. But Moon Knight has some interesting possibilities, depending on what this dice roll gives me. So we're going to go with Moon Knight, and we're going to start out with his multiple personalities with a hit. That gives me extra dice. Let me think. Alright, I'm going to go with Moon Knight. We're going to start by doing a move action, and instead of spending the power now, I guess I need to technically remove this range 4 to show that I'm not going to be in range if I just do that. I'm going to use his power for his superpower, Bump in the Night.
It's called Ninja Flip, Nate.
Or Ninja Flip, I do apologize. And then hopefully, that definitely gets me within range 4 of the Green Goblin. And we're going to throw some Throwing Crescents at you. So, 4 dice physical. And if I get a hit, we get to do it again. I got the hit, also got a crit, go ahead and resolve that for a total of 3 successes. Well, you got 3 blocks.
What just happened?
Not necessarily all of them in the tray, but we'll count it anyway.
Thanks.
Yeah, I do get a power, which is what I really cared about. And we get to do it again, because we did get the hit there for the rapid fire.
This is where you pop off.
Just 2. Blocking 1 so far, there's a chance to actually deal some damage.
Yeah, it's always a skull when the damage is going to get through.
Alright, so Moon Knight has 2 power. He'll spend 1 of it to interact with the objective. And that is Moon Knight done.
Alright, so this turn, I feel like Moon Knight needs to get got after going after Gobbo. However, Craven sees an opportunity. So he's going to just move over here, like so. Move again, hiding behind the iron statue here. The iron's bronze statue. Gonna go right there, just like that. Whoops, sorry.
You good.
And we're gonna spend our 1 power to interact with the spider portal, rolling dice equal to our energy defense, hoping to flip it and not mess it up.
You're good.
Whew. Just what we needed. That's ours.
Alright. And that is it for Craven.
Craven is done.
Well, Moon Knight's bump turned out so well for him, so Rocket's going to try this ninja stuff. We're going to bump over here, and that, despite that bump, still gets me within range of the Green Goblin. And so we're actually going to get a double tap here. So we're going to start with 5 dice energy into Green Goblin, who does have cover.
Oh my god.
Rocket's just like, hey, here's 4. Make it, let's go ahead and make that 5 successes.
Oh lord. Here we go. I have cover.
You got cover.
Boop.
Take 4, sir.
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to my life in dice.
You know what? Rocket's going to go ahead and spin 1 before I forget about it. And we're going to try to flip this point.
I hope you mess it up.
I've only got 2 dice to, you know what? No, I need to attack first, because if I roll the freaking skull and get teleported away, I'm going to cry.
That's what I really wanted to have happen.
I did fall for it. Alright, so, Rocket, part 2, shooting. Just 2 this time.
Just 2, he says.
Just 2.
Okay, alright. We're live.
Alright, so Rocket now spins the 1 power. We roll our 2 dice. We're hoping for a hit, crit, or a wild, and we get it. This frees up Ghost Rider to do some of his own stuff. And we will claim that objective. And that is a job well done, Raccoon.
So next up for me, another simple activation after Nate has decided to just keep destroying my leader over here. We're going to have the one and only Mysterio just walk up over here, like so. Gonna get a little bit behind the car action, you know, where he's gonna gain cover or something.
Yep.
Spend a power and pick up this lovely cube fragment.
Sounds like a plan.
And that's it for Mysterio.
Alright, well, Blade has the better chances of flipping the objective over here, so we're just going to double move. We're going to end up within one of my side of the objective, because bullseye is a thing and chip damage is gross. So we're going to end up over there, and Blade is going to spend his 1 power in an attempt to flip that. He's got 3 dice, no skulls, all good stuff, and that's what happened.
Darn it.
Alright, and that will be Blade done and the objective claimed.
Alright, so another somewhat lame activation for me, unfortunately, but I think it's the smart play. We're going to have Bullseye try to claim a spider portal. So he's going to just move up to it, and he's going to kind of go in the direction to support his friend Mysterio, because he sees Blade bearing down on him. And I think Blade thinks Mysterio is a vampire. And to that I say, Morbius isn't in the game yet, Blade. Chill out.
Yeah, but like he like does illusions and he's like covered in mist. That's vampire stuff.
It's vampire-ish. I'll give you that. He's a familiar, probably.
Oh, okay. Well, 3 dice, 3 chances of a skull.
And, of course,
Alright, well, you also do get the point at least.
I get the point. So you get to place me, Nate.
I do. I will come back because I don't want to reach across the board and knock everything over. Yep, and so we'll just have you place them right back where you began.
Well.
Hey, Bullseye, you get a second action. What would you like to do?
Well, we're just, like I said, we're going to support our friend Mysterio, okay? We're going to try to, oh wait, you know, this is actually, yeah, it's just happening. This is happening. Blade likes people bleeding. Potentially, we're going to make other people bleed. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be a good time. There you go.
All right, and that is Bullseye done.
Bullseye done.
Well, Venom, your only problem is that you still move short. Everything else, excellent. A+. We move, we pick up cube, we spend a power, and we continue our deliberate march up the board. And that's what Venom does.
So now, Dr. Octopus has finally deliberated enough and decided that he has the right trajectory to go after Moon Knight here. We hope. So we're going to place him up this as far as we can go. That looks good.
Cool.
He's going to spend 1 power to pick up our cube fragment, and then we're going to measure our range just to be sure. Looks like we got range 3 here.
Absolutely.
To our boy Moon Knight.
My bump was both good and bad.
It's probably going to end up being good for you, let's be honest. 4 dice, physical, strike, hoping for a couple of flurries of arms here. I did roll a bunch of wilds earlier.
Yeah. Please no.
Hey, I got 1. Sweet.
So a total of 3 successes.
3 successes. No
You got a
scientific
skull, which
hubris.
matters for him. No, you need crits.
Nope, I need crits for him. No scientific hubris this time.
All right. Moon Knight rolls 2, and I'm guessing Spider-Foe would like me to re-roll one of those.
Yes, re-roll one of those, sir.
Stupid Green Goblin.
Of course.
Alright, well, he still blocks it, so Moon Knight ends up taking 1 damage, which, you know what? Ghost Rider, not a fan of that, so he gains power. I like that update.
Of course he does.
Anything else for the good doctor?
Unfortunately, the good doctor didn't gain enough power to do much else, but here we are.
Here we are. Well, we were presented with the opportunity to daze Green Goblin's turn 1. And after many re-rolls on my defensive dice, I take this opportunity. So we're going to go with Ghost Rider here. We're not even going to try to bump. It's not going to get us where we want to go. So we move up, puts us within range 3, which is within range for our Chains of Damnation. And we're going to throw 6 dice energy into the Green Goblin. And Wild Tex you if you live.
Casual if you live.
You'll probably live. 'Cause
Don't-
There was no wild there. So 2.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
There's 2. You know what? Block 1.
Yes, I'm getting cover.
Oh no, you do get cover.
Yes,
No.
I'm alive.
It's all gone downhill. Alright, and that is a move and an attack for Ghost Rider, so he too is done.
So Hood realizes that he's not hiding very well over here, so he needs to come out of the shadows, remove his invisibility cloak, and get into the fight a little more. And, you know, we'll give Venom a bunch of options with what to do here on his next turn.
You mean
But-
just snacks?
Yes,
Or
just all the snacks. We're going to put Hood right there so he can't be pulled
Closer.
any closer.
Reasonable.
Seems good. And that's a Hood turn.
Alright, and with Hood done, that is the end of round number 1. Will is going to score 5, because Green Goblin has that center point that is costing him rather dearly at this point, I dare say. And then Doc Ock has a cube, and Mysterio has a cube along with these side points. Well, on my side, Moon Knight and Venom have cubes, and I only have the 2 side points over here. So, Will takes the lead early as we go into round number 2. Alright, so I've deliberated a lot at the beginning of the turn because I really want to make sure Goblin doesn't get a chance to activate, because he's filled up on power and can do plenty of nasty things. And I think I've got a plan to make sure, no matter what, Goblin doesn't get to activate.
I don't like it.
Phase 1, Rocket. Has 4 power thanks to his sniper shot over the Tongo truck earlier. And now we see a different target in the form of Hood. Also within range 5, and we're going to spend all 4 of our power for a Hadron Enforcer into Hood, and just really hope for a wild for the Vortex. Does Hood want an Invisibility Cloak?
Hood will definitely Invisibility Cloak here.
Absolutely.
Spending 2 power.
Get to count your blanks, use your Mystic Defense instead. All good things. And you got cover. Well, Rocket's attack wasn't great, but he got the wild, which is important. So, we got a whole 2.
Look at all those skulls.
That was not great.
Who needed Invisibility Cloak for this nonsense?
Not Hood. Green Goblin wishes he did, though.
Yeah, I wish you'd attacked Green Goblin there.
So, before damage is dealt, there is no damage. Other enemy characters within range 2 of the target character suffer 1 and are pushed toward the target character short. Green Goblin will suffer the 1 first.
Can't be
which
pushed.
Unfortunately means he cannot be pushed. But I still get to place that wonderful little token up here. And Rocket still has a whole other action left. So we'll just take a normal pot shot into Hood now.
This is the one where you pop off.
I was saying, now you don't have the power for your invisibility cloak. Rocket can see you. 3.
Pretty good. Here we go, baby. 2. Blocking 1. So I take 2 damage. And
Oh, and you gonna transform?
I am transforming. I don't like what you did to me.
Oh no, not Rocket.
The demon has awakened.
Huh. Let's see. You took 2. You've got charge up. That's not great. Well, before Rocket is completely done here, let's figure some things out. You know what? Rocket's going to spend one of those 2 power he just got, and we're going to bump in the night and say, please go away. please see the giant Ghost Rider with the flaming head and all that stuff. So we'll end up still within 1 of the objective. Just a little bit further away from Hood. Maybe avoid the charge. We'll find out later. Alright, that is the raccoon done, though.
So I thought about it. The demon is unhappy, and he realizes that the rat is just out of range to maximize his efficiency, because demons are all about the math and efficiency. Let's be real.
Sure.
So we're going to go after Ghost Rider. The demon is worried that the spirit of vengeance got out of hell. So he's going to spend 2 to charge. And yes, I know there's a cube fragment here. But I'm also thinking I can get to there within 1 of the thing, with the stuff, and get to my Ghost Rider friend.
Yep. Roll some dice, sir.
And we're going to roll 6 physical dice with a wild bleed that you don't care about.
Ghost Rider really does not.
Here we go.
3 so far.
Get this crit. Perfectly average.
All right.
Not so much.
So 3.
3.
Ghost Rider rolls his 3. Blocks 1. Would you
Reroll that.
Reroll it. All right. Ghost Rider takes 3.
I gain 3 power. Unfortunately, not enough for an empowered Dark Lightning, which sounds really fun right now.
I'm terrified.
But alas, we will just take another swipe at the flaming motorcycle guy.
Absolutely.
6 more dice. Here we go.
4. So not enough to kill me outright, thankfully. And you can't make me reroll any of my successive defense dice. Which
Oh my gosh!
Time. Block 3, so I take 1.
I gain 1.
Ghost Rider's pissed.
And with that, I think I gotta check a range real fast. If I'm within 3, we're gonna disarm you. Is that just out?
Just
Wah, wah. But with that, I do think it's a little bit inefficient, but I think med packing the demon here so that he can tank a little damage might not be a bad idea.
Intriguing.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
You want to pick up that cube?
Yes, spending power, pick up the cube.
Awesome. And that is the possessed hood done.
And yeah.
Alright, we're going to go with Ghost Rider. We've got a lot of power to spend, so we're going to start by just spending 1 for a quick little bump in the night. Thanks, Blade. Moving over here. And while I was not within range 3 earlier of Doc Ock for the disarm play, I am now certainly within range 3 of Doc Ock for some Chains of Damnation. So we're going to throw 6 dice energy into, hopefully, Doc Ock's weakest energy stat. Fingers crossed, all that. Not a great roll, not a terrible roll. Get a total of 3.
All right. Energy defense, come on with a crit. Block in.
Block 1, take 2.
And call you in the morning.
Alright, I will gain 2 power. And how much power does Doc Ock have?
Way too much.
Not.
Don't worry about it.
Is that 5 power for a penance stare?
You don't care about that.
I think we're about to spend 5 power for a penance stare. So yeah, that's 5 power for a penance stare. If I didn't say it enough times.
Yep.
That's
So
going
go
to be
10
mystic dice. And you lose power for damage dealt.
That is somewhat how it's worded, I think. I mean, it's like stuff and things.
Dice, blah, blah, blah. Instead of gaining power for the damage dealt by the attack, the target loses 1 power for each damage dealt.
Mm-hmm.
Seems good.
Seems decent.
10 dice mystic from Ghost Rider.
Just okay.
Above average. 6.
On 10 dice, I was expecting 11 successes.
I'll take 6. Blocking 3 so far.
Hang on.
No.
Hang on. Don't get my hopes up, MCP. Don't you do it.
Blocks 5.
What
Takes 1.
just happened?
That's a good...
So, Nate, before you cut this, what is, like, whose dice are these?
Those are some hot dice, sir.
People aren't going to believe me now when I say
that your dice are awful.
that my dice are awful.
Well, they're apparently not.
Clearly.
Well, now I've got some thinking to do. Alright, after all of Will's celebrating, that unfortunately leaves Doc Ock on live on just 1 health.
Unfortunate for you.
Unfortunate for me. So we're going to play Siege of Darkness. I was hoping to save power and scoot over, steal your objective. But Ghost Rider and Moon Knight are going to spend 2 each, and we're going to play Siege of Darkness. If you're not familiar with this card, it's kind of like Wakanda Forever, but it costs 2 power instead. So we're going to start with Ghost Rider, and we're going to throw 6 more dice energy into Doc Ock here.
Come on, Doc.
Hiya! Alright, not again. It's 3. This was not there. So, 3, still no wilds for the Hex.
It's not happening for me.
Don't you do 3 on 3 on me.
It's not going to happen. Don't worry. Like I said.
Alright. Cool. So, 1 damage. Ghost Rider gains 1 power. Doc Ock had a cube, right?
He did.
Alright, we'll drop that cube within range 1 of Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider will subsequently pick it up. And I did go ahead and pay the power for Moon Knight just in case Ghost Rider didn't get the job done. No offense, Ghost Rider, but your dice were failing you. So we're going to go ahead and just get a free throwing crescents into Hood while he's over here. So that'll be 4 dice physical. And we're not looking for damage spikes here. We're just looking for some chip. That's 1. It's a hit at least, so I got the rapid fire.
No matter what, you're getting 1.
Yep. Hey, that's 1.
There you go. Well, I say no matter what. My dice could have blocked something.
Yeah, your dice could block 1. And the rapid fire. 1. Come on. Nothing again. Ha!
Look at this laugh after, like, ha! He says, all right.
Good job, Midnight. You just keep chipping in there. You're the bullseye of Midnight Suns.
Don't you besmirch him like that. Put some respect on his name.
Well, that is Ghost Rider's activation done, over, and well played.
All right, so after seeing everything that unfolded over here, Mysterio sees this big symbiote bearing down on him and decides that a little hypnosis gas is in order here. So we're going to roll 4 mystic dice into Venom and see what happens. Not much of anything, but I gain a power.
You do gain a power because of the blank. Venom over here doesn't gain cover from the shrubbery or anything, unfortunately. We're a bit big for that. We do have 3 mystic defense, though. And they're on fire.
Reroll that? No, I'm kidding. Don't do it.
Yeah, waste it now.
All right. Hypnosis gas again because Mysterio is really afraid of the big pink tongue.
Part 2. All right.
More better.
That's quite a bit better.
And I still get another power.
Yeah. All right, so 3. Not likely to block it all this time, unfortunately. Uh-oh.
Says you.
Crit.
Reroll that block.
Oh, no.
It's going to happen.
Oh,
yes!
Venom takes 1.
Venom takes 1,
Which,
and
more importantly,
I gain a power for that. It's power equal to damage dealt. And the most importantly, Venom takes a walk on the wild side.
as I said earlier, Venom's 1 weakness.
Back away. I want him to go like that direction. Boop. Perfect. And Mysterio has completed his activation.
Absolutely. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and go with Venom. Went some back and forth. Kind of thought about doing Moon Knight. It's just kind of a no-win situation. So, we're going to move up to here. We are not within 3. Again, not making that mistake. Stupid Mysterio. Stupid tricks.
You're not within 3? That's unfortunate.
But we are within 4 of Bullseye. So we're going to spend 2 power for a web snare. And Venom is just a lot stronger than like your Peter Parkers and Gwens of the world, so we pull medium. This is like a full-on Mortal Kombat get over here. At which point we'll begin snacking. So we'll do a symbiote tendrils into Bullseye. So just 5 dice.
Just 5.
Just 5.
That's
See?
3.
3. That's average.
And I'm bleeding.
You're gonna bleed. And take 2.
Blocking 1. Take 2, and I will now trigger up a little parting shot, I think.
Absolutely.
That doesn't allow you to trigger so many snacks, does it?
No, it's only attacks.
Whoops. 1 more damage. And we will, let's see. Yeah, you just suffer 1 damage, period.
Ouch.
And I get to move away short. I don't want to be anywhere near throwing venom range.
Understandable.
And I doubt I can get over there now, but we live that life.
Yep. All right, and that will be venom done. Might as well.
All right, so Bullseye, after avoiding a Clintar rage, has decided to now move over here. He sees a vulnerable rocket, a little raccoon over there.
No.
And he sees an opportunity here to maybe take a point or two.
Yeah.
So we're going to spend our energy defense. I have to have 2 successes on this.
You do. 3 dice, 2 successes.
Spend my power.
It's like a 50-50 shot-ish.
Well, you saw what I did with Doc Ock earlier.
Yeah, and you got it.
Got it.
All right, so this becomes controlled by the Web Warriors, or Spider Foes that we use.
We are the foes. That's our target.
AMG, give us the tokens for the other affiliations. These 2 being 2 that need them.
Definitely.
All right, and that Bullseye done?
Bullseye can do no more because he had to double move.
Well, let's see what Moon Knight wakes up and chooses today. Extra power. Okay.
Not what you wanted.
Not great. I wouldn't like the crit's always kind of nice in this particular moment. And there's things to do here. So we're going to start by throwing off a crowing. So Moon Knight takes a little bit to figure out because really I had no idea what I was going to do until I got that extra power. So now that I have 5 power, I have enough to try to go for a greedy play. We're going to start by spending 4 for the Avatar of Noshu. Khonshu. Never heard it pronounced that way, but that sounds right. So we're going to throw 7 dice Mystic into the Possessed Hood, who doesn't like being attacked by Mystic attacks, oddly enough. 7 dice. Oh no, 2.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Don't give me hope, dice.
Just give you 1 damage. No! He survives.
Gosh, what just happened?
That's annoying. Alright, well, regardless, Hood.
Still places.
I get placed within one of you. And now I'm just going to start throwing stuff at your face now that I'm over here. So we're going to do throwing crescents. 4 dice physical.
Well, these are the ones you're most successful with.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like I said,
I'm going to go ahead and say take 1 damage.
hang on. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he's dead. The skull for good measure. All right.
I will then spend a power to pick up the cube fragment dropped by the Hood. And then
I transformed, by the way.
Yes, because of Mystic Attack.
Well, no. So if I would be dazed by a Mystic Attack before dazing, transform into Hood normal.
Okay, cool.
So, where does Hood normal want to end up? Is the question. Probably not over there near Venom.
Snacks.
So yeah, we'll just put our sad gray Hood. It's invisibility cloak in action. That's why he's gray.
Sneaky sneak.
Get him. There we go. All right. Perfect. Right there.
Cool. And then I will spend Moon Knight's last power, enabled by the power he got at the beginning of the turn, to try to flip the point. I was hoping to be able to throw those throwing crescents into Bullseye instead, but, well, when 7 dice don't do it, apparently 4 do. So, looking for 2 successes. Oh, no.
And you're placed within range 2.
Alright, we will come back after Will determines where Moon Knight's going to take a quick trip to. Alright, final choice.
Yep, Moon Knight has been spider portaled right over to there. It's looking a little like Man Spider right now.
Alright, well, we're out of position. It's annoying. But that is Moon Knight done, and you've just got Craven left.
I do, and I don't think there's much I'm going to be able to do with Craven right now, except...
What's the Wily Hunter up to?
Yeah, the Wily Hunter is over here like, give me something to kill. But unfortunately, he doesn't have any power or anything else to do. So he is just going to move and be ready for the next turn. He's going to just move himself there. And then I think we might want, in case things go incredibly poorly against Ghost Rider,
All right, Craven there.
Craven there. Thought about going after Rocket, but I think Rocket's handled somewhat.
He's not in a great spot. All right, which leaves me with just Blade. And unfortunately, Blade only has 1 power. It's turn 2. Like, what do you want from him? Everybody else is doing so much, but not you. I guess we just we begin our movement up the board. So Blade's going to go here. And what does Mysterio say, sir?
Mysterio says tricks or traps!
Absolutely.
I love doing this. It doesn't go well for me, generally speaking, but I think it's just super fun. So, we are rolling 4 dice, and crits and wilds do a damage, and if I do a damage, I get to advance short. I got a critical fail.
You did.
All right, so I gain a power for the blank.
Yep.
And no damage on Blade and no moving.
All right, which Blade's got to be okay with.
Of course he has. He's Blade.
Well, there's not a lot else Blade really can do, so we're just going to stab our Mystic Katana into your stupid 5 Mystic Defense. So, 5 dice. Do have the chance for the Pierce on a Wild. Haven't got a lot of those. But no matter what, I'll make you bleed. So, we'll take the upsides. 2.
If somehow this could daze me, I'm sure you'd be able to do it.
Well, you block nothing.
I block 1.
You block... Okay, yep.
And I gain a power for my blank. Block 1, take 2, right?
I only got 2, so you take 1.
Take 1.
Mysterio's bleeding now.
I'm on blooding.
And I'm going to... In my activation there, so I gain a power. I won't heal anything, because nothing to heal from. Or for, or whatever. I don't know. Alright, well, that's Blade done, and the round over. It feels like I should be in a better position, but I'm not. We're actually tied. Will's going to score 4 because of the 3 secures that he holds. Mysterio holding the lone cube over there. Well, my team has 4 of the cubes, but this lone secure over there. So I'm going to score 5 this time. Will's going to score 4. And we both meet at 9 points. Going into round number 3, so this is a pretty quick game.
So we're rolling for Unstable Psyche to begin the turn with Green Goblin because so much changes on his injured side. So I cannot interact with or hold objective tokens. Roll 5 dice. Gain power equal to the crits, wilds, and hits. 3 power.
Maxing out at 10.
Maxing out.
Uh-oh.
And with that maxing out, like I said earlier, Goblin and Doc Ock, they laid some plans. And they are now going to enact those plans. Mm-hmm. So we're going to spend 3 power off of Green Goblin, taking him down to 7. 3 power off of Dr. Octopus, taking him down to 4. And play the well-laid plans tactics card.
Absolutely. So, who would you like to roll first? You've got Ghost Rider, Venom, and Moon Knight as targets.
We'll take Moon Knight first. 5 dice. Looking for a crit or a wild. Just 1.
I'll say for him, you just need 1. And you got just the 1.
The 1 we needed.
Alright, so Moon Knight takes 1 and dazes and drops a couple of cubes.
Alright. Where would we like to put these cube fragments? Over here near my team. That's where.
That makes sense.
We're going to put those right there.
Alright, and that is Moon Knight dazed.
Excellent. Next up, we will go with Venom. 5 dice. Plans may be laid well.
2 damage on
2 damage on the Venom.
And that dazes him as well.
What?
Oh, no. I was looking at the wrong person. It puts him pretty darn close, though.
Puts him pretty darn close.
And he also drops.
Well, let's just keep this away from your people train going here.
Yep, understandable.
Oh, man. Yeah, if I could get that with Mysterio, that'd be fun. But that seems terrible. So we were going to put that there. Whoops, a little bumpage. Push him back. All right.
And finally, Ghost Rider.
Last but not least.
3 kills him.
You gotta get fresh dice every time.
Ghost Rider's fine.
The one we needed. Okay, so
You've got some thinking to do.
I've got some thinking to do. Those plans were laid pretty well, I'd say.
Those were some pretty well laid plans.
All right, so I think we've got a situation brewing. Norman is a little bit unstable right now, and he says, it's the night of the goblin. And he's going to roll 7 physical dice, because he gets to choose, into Ghost Rider here.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Decent. That's 4 crit. 5. So likely finishing him off here. I've only got 3 health. Need some massive blocks. That's not going to be enough. Block 2, take 3. Ooh.
You could bats the ghost hound
I
this.
could totally bats. Oh, but you can make me reroll. Screw that. Ghost Rider dazes.
Excellent. So I will put his
3.
cube frag
Yep.
right over here.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. And now that that was successful, we're going to roll 6 dice energy into Venom, range 4. And we determined that I have line of sight right here.
You absolutely do. Venom is also size 3. Not quite within the return of snackage range, unfortunately. So 2 whole defiance dice on this side.
Dadgummit.
Uh-oh.
If I'd have hit the tray, it would have been better. Okay.
2.
2.
Venom, you got a chance at
With a
living.
wild.
Not a great chance at living, but there's a chance. Oh my gosh. No.
All right. Whew, I was sweating for a second.
Yep.
So Venom
Venom
dazes.
takes 1 as well, and will also daze.
Okay. And now Goblin will gain 1 power for that. And I think we're just going to hang out right here.
Understandable. Unfortunate as well.
Also, yeah, I don't think I can do anything else right now. Let's see, disarms within range 3, so that doesn't make any sense on Blade.
Disarm rocket.
Yeah, actually, that's a wonderful... Yeah, we will spend 2 off of...
Well, it's 1 off of...
We'll spend 1 off of Bullseye and 1 off of Hood to disarm Rocket.
Makes sense. Not a fan of it, but, you know, why would I be?
And that's it for this activation.
Okay. Well, guys, the jig is up. We can't really do anything about the secures at this point. Rocket's 2 defense dice just aren't going to be adequate for any of that. So, Rocket's going to be an objective runner, since Green Goblin certainly can't. We're going to move over here within range 1. We're going to spend the 2 power that Rocket has, and grab 2 objectives, and book it.
Book it, he says.
And Rocket will end up over here in the, well, at least slightly safer spot. And that is Rocket's activation.
All right, so knowing that bad things are on the horizon probably, but feeling like I have to do something, we are going to move with Hood to within range 3. Actually, we're going to try to stay out of range 3 of Venom while getting to within range 3 of Rocket. So Venom is over here somewhere.
Yep.
Rocket right there. So it looks like we can move to there.
Absolutely.
Out of range 3 of Venom here, just in case he gets field dressed. Yes, he can pull, but we're hoping for things.
Yep.
And then Hood is going to spend 3 power, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to heal 3 damage off of Bullseye and give him the bleed he already has. Can't double bleed.
Nope.
Then we're going to take a Hex Shot, Mystic, 3 dice,
Into the raccoon.
Into the raccoon. Still won't be able to pick up the things after this because I'm not close enough, but at least it forces the issue.
Yep.
What am I rolling 3 for? Hang on.
Another one in there.
There's my other one, and here's the crit.
Here's a crit. All right, so 3 seconds.
3, that's not terrible. And I get the rapid fire.
Rocket.
Wow.
Cover.
Well, I can make you re-roll one of those to do 1 damage, right?
I guess let me roll the crit in just in case. Would you like to make me re-roll?
Yeah, because you had 3, so we'll make you re-roll 1, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Takes 1.
Takes 1.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And now we do it again because of the rapid fire.
3 again.
I'll take it.
Well, you can't make me re-roll this time.
Yeah, it's okay.
I got a crit. Crit doesn't help. That
take 1. You're alive.
For now. For now.
And I get 2 power for that. And let's see. I think we might marked for death. If I play that on someone like Blade, he has a superpower that allows him to modify his defense dice, correct?
He does.
He would not be allowed to do that this turn.
That's true.
So if I am able to kill Rocket, which
you have 2 people within range 5 but yeah, I guess
I do.
Green Goblin probably is.
These 2, yeah.
Yeah, Green Goblin's got it.
Green Goblin's there. He's here.
Yeah.
So the thought process being, if I can take out Rocket, then you might go for Blade, and I can maybe.
I was going to say, for what it's worth, you don't have to do it now.
This is true.
Because Marked for Death doesn't do anything on my turn.
Correct.
It makes me move slow.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, your speed becomes slow.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be a major impacting thing. Up to you if you want to play it now or not.
Yeah. I don't think so. If I go another turn and then get the Rocket Days, then we think about it.
All right. Well, I've only got 1 activation, and I'm certainly not going to pass. So we'll go with Blade. And I guess we just Katana Mysterio and hope maybe that day's... How much health does
he only has 2 left. Sorry,
2 left. We'll see if we can finish him off, and maybe you get 1 less activation this turn. Maybe, compared to my 3 less activations. Hiya!
Pretty solid.
Blade finally rolling in.
Oh.
5 with a pierce.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Nothing to pierce.
Nothing to pierce. I rolled a blank, though.
You did.
So I get an extra power. Yay. Take 2, and I'll call you in the morning.
All right.
And I dropped my cube.
Ooh, you had a cube. Even better. 1 less point for you.
1 less. Yeah, you get all the points right now.
All right. Going to continue going with Blade. He's going to spend power that he just got from hurting Mysterio. Get that back. And... yeah, I can't really bump too far. And still try to get a free power from you, unfortunately. We're going to spend a power. We're going to go bump in the night. Get a little bit closer over here. And see if maybe we get range 4 to any targets over here, and we don't. So we will just do a Throwing Waves into Green Goblin. It is 4 dice physical. You'll have cover. Not that Green Goblin even cares about it at this point. That's 2.
2.
For the wild. For the bleed.
Oh, Crazy Man cares, and I get cover, so I'll change 1.
You block 1, you take 1, and you bleed. Blade gains a power based off of all that. And that's just Blade done.
Did you want a field dress? Was that the reason you bumped towards Venom?
No, I just wanted to get it closer. Where's my token? There it is.
Okay.
It is over to you, sir.
All right. So Doc Ock has decided to spend his 1 power, pick up this cube fragment, and then he's kind of frustrated with what Blade's been doing over there, setting up sweet, sweet terribleness. So he's going to move here.
Yep.
And then he's going to just move on over here a little bit. Like so. And then he's going to spend 3 power that he has his last 3 power. And we're going to throw Blade short away from his friend Venom.
Absolutely.
Thereby preventing the worst play in the game. The most feels bad play in the game. In my opinion. And that is Dr. Octopus.
All right, I have no activations. Continue, sir.
Okay. So then we are going to activate Bullseye.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to, let's see, you don't get cover, which is quite nice here.
Very important for the record. It doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter. I move right over here. He's going to do his 4 dice attack.
Yep.
Physical. You'll gain a power when this is done. Oh. And you don't benefit from cover 3.
Crit.
What?
Yeah, I don't get cover there.
Yes.
So that is Rocket Days.
Rocket Dazed. He drops his 2 cube fragments. I gained 1 power.
Yep, so that's 1 cube.
So 1 for Bullseye, and then we will go ahead and put the other one right there. Where's my range 2 thing? We will just put it right there. Perfect. Looks good. I can't believe I eyeballed that. So Bullseye will spend the 1 power he just gained to pick this up. And then my last activation, and the last activation, I believe, of the game.
Oh, wait. You're at 6, unless Craven's got 2 power. Does Craven have 2?
Craven has 2.
All right, yeah.
Yep.
You're good then.
He had 2 power. So he's going to just move around the taco truck, come right over here, spend his 2 power. He's been sitting on that 2 power forever.
Yep, pretty much.
And he's going to take both cubes to Victory Land.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the math, right?
That is all the math you need. So, looking at it, Will has 3 of the secures still. I wasn't able to really do much about that and still try to get Venom up. Venom was going to be the game changer. Forgot about the Doc Ock throw displacement. And then you have 4 of the cubes. That is 7 points. We're at 9. So that is more than enough to get you. Well, it's exactly enough to get you to 16.
Definitely not more.
Blade still has 1, and I have the 1 secure over there, so I'll go up to 11. And good game, sir.
Great game. I have to say, I channeled Will Shick for a lot of that. I've seen on stream some of his roles can be pretty spicy.
Absolutely.
I was trying to play on theme. And so, therefore, this is like, my hand turned into Shick's hand at some point. I don't know what happened, but during that Doc Ock role on defense that he never should have lived. But this was a really, really good game, man.
Yeah, good game.
Really good game. And I was sweating bullets early. Wow, what a game. Like, I did not see that outcome that way, honestly. Like, it was really close. The final score doesn't really reflect, I think, just how close that game was. I think 1, maybe 2 decisions, one way or the other, on my part or Nate's part, and that game is completely different. I think Nate jumped out to an early lead, even though kind of the score didn't reflect that after turn 1, but I felt behind, if you know what I mean. So he ended up, I think, playing an incredible game. We were talking about it, and, I think that maybe he tries to keep priority, kind of a thing. I don't know. But it was incredible game. Nate, thanks so much for having me. Shick, your list was fun and thematic. It's something that the foes are pretty darn good right now. And I got to say, I love Goblin. Still my favorite model. And it's still the best sculpt. I mean, it's so thematic, so wonderful. And Craven, the hero who just came in from the side of the board at the end there, scoring the points we needed, had that 2 power. He literally only gained 3 power the entire game. First turn power, spent it to flip the thing. second, third turn power, which is exactly what he needed to go over and grab the point. I couldn't believe it worked out that way. Incredible game. Thanks for having me over, Nate, and I can't wait to do it again.
Well, I won't lie. That was a rough ending of the game for the Midnight Suns there. Sorry, Pagani, I let you down. We went in, and really turns 1 and 2, we were off to a great start, even if tied on points, because I had a pretty significant upper hand on the attrition side of things, with all of my characters not even being injured, while Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and Hood were all injured and beat up. But Will did indeed have some well-laid plans, and that tactic card plus the Cosmic Cube fragments was a deadly duo all of their own that totally took the rug out from under me in turn 3 there. I think if Will didn't realize that Doc Ock had the chance to throw Blade out of position, I could have had a pretty good chance at a comeback with Venom getting field dressing and then getting to go snack a couple of times because he had plenty of power, as well as Lethal Protector on board to protect Rocket. But alas, he saw the one play I didn't want him to, so in hindsight, it was kind of hard to sift through like what I needed to do differently here, because I never want to look back and just blame dice, because that certainly wasn't the case here. Rather, I think that my major mistake was giving Will priority going into round 3. Ghost Rider should have been wheeling around to the different secures with his 4 energy defense to help put me in a better position, rather than just trying to eliminate Doc Ock when I did. But, I mean, he is the Spirit of Vengeance. What did you expect me to do? So, make sure you know what the tactic cards your opponent has, because as you all know, and if you didn't know, you probably know after this, those are game-changing effects. Here at the end, first of all, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Secondly, I want to give a shout out to the guild sponsors, Tritex Games based in the EU and War Room Hobbies based here in Tennessee. Both are great local gaming stores that have game nights at their stores and are supporting their local communities. So if you're shopping online anyways, please consider using them as an option to support an LGS instead of a company like Amazon. They're just some big box retailer. And to help beat out those prices, I have some codes that will save you even more off of the already discounted prices from the guild sponsors. If you use the code TritexGGCP5 at checkout, you will save an extra 5% off of Tritex MCP selection. And if you check out at War Room Hobbies, you can use the code MCP2022 for an extra 10% off of your order. And if you're already shopping from your LGS and are wanting to support the guild's videos or podcasts, check out our Patreon page. For as little as $1 a month or $12 a year, you help us continue to put out content for Marvel Crisis Protocol. And to those who are already members of the Guild Hall, thank you so much for your support. The expansion into podcasts and other stuff would not be possible without you. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming.